Hello students, hope you all are doing good. Today we are going to discuss about question mark and exclamation mark. These are a part of punctuation for you. I hope you remember what all we have done in the previous classes, in the previous lessons. Lesson number 5 and 6. We have started off with capitalization and how or where to capitalize, and in lesson number 7 we happen to get to know the rules of when to place a full stop and a comma. So today in lesson number 8 we are going to learn where to place a question mark and an exclamatory mark. Let us look at question mark and its rules. So when you look at the rules of question mark, the first one is when to place a question mark. When we use to indicate a question, we use a question mark. For example, do you understand, students, whether what I'm saying is a question mark? Or did you understand is a question mark, a sentence, it's a question which I have asked you. So the second rule is to mark a tag question. Tag question or the question tags are a form of questions what we use. For example, when we look at it is easy, isn't it? Another example for it could be, are you coming to college today, aren't you? For example, when you are talking about a tag question, we usually, when we start off it in a positive way, we end it in a negative contract form. Negative, which means is will become isn't, are will become aren't, okay? Did will become didn't, okay? Have will become haven't, etc. So this could be the question tag. Alright? So the next rule for it is we should not use any sort of question mark for an indirect or reported question. When even when you are making any request or when you are giving any instruction, you are not supposed to use a question mark when you are making it in a reported speech. For example, I have given you, did you understand, which is a direct question that I have asked you. Whereas when I change it into indirect or reported question, it would be like, he asked me if I had understood, or she asked me if I had understood. This is you're telling somebody else about the question that I have asked you. And that is the reason this is not a direct question, and that is the reason you're not going to add any question mark when you end that sentence. You just have to end it with a full stop. I hope these rules are clear to you. Next is exclamation mark. I hope you can see how exclamation mark is to be marked off when you end a sentence. Okay. Well, when we look at the first rule here, it indicates an interjection or exclamation. When you are exclaiming something, for example, wow, hooray. Okay, we are supposed to end these words with the exclamation mark. The second rule for this is end of phrases or sentences. When we express or emphasize, wherever we try to emphasize or some strong feelings or emotions. Emotions could be like shocking, happy, or sad. Okay, during that time, whenever we try to use this exclamatory mark. For example, What an adventurous trip it was. We ended with an exclamatory mark. Another example could be, yes, we did it. So we just end this with an exclamatory mark. Hooray, we have won the match. That could be another example. So the next rule for this is direct speech that represents something shouted or spoken very loudly. Somebody might be shouting at you or instructing at you very seriously or very loudly, okay, or a command. So, you are supposed to end it with an exclamatory mark. For example, run as fast as you can, he shouted. So somebody is shouting at another person to run as fast as he can or she can. Alright, so this should be in the exclamatory mark, ending with the exclamatory mark. The last example could be, you are in a lot of trouble, shouted Billy's dad. Okay, so here is just to give a warning to Willy by his dad. And that is the reason he ended it. We end it with an exclamatory mark. I hope these rules are clear to all of you. Hope to meet you soon with a new topic. Thank you.